How's it going, everyone? So today we're comparing three types of hollow-point pellets in 22 caliber. We're going to be doing the legendary Crow Magnum 18 grain pellet. This one's by H&N, but multiple brands make it. We're doing a polymer tipped hollow-point pellet. This one's the Gamo Red Fire in 15 grains. Then we're doing a traditional style hollow-point by RWS. This is the Super Hollow-Point pellet. This is a 14 grain pellet. Here are the pellet themselves. You can see this is the RWS Super Hollow-Point right here. Then you have the Gamo Red Fire polymer tipped hollow-point, 15 grains. And then again, the legendary Crow Magnum. We will be starting with the RWS Super Hollow-Point. Then we will be firing the Gamo Red Fire. And then to end, we will use the H&N Crow Magnum. So here we go. Here's the 3 blocks of clay we'll be shooting. 3.5 inches in depth. Here we go. Let's see some damage. Alright guys, that was some carnage there. These clay blocks really took some serious punishment from these hollow-point pellets. So, let's start off with the first shot, which was the RWS Super Hollow-Point. So, by the way, these blocks are actually 4.5 inches, not 3. So, the RWS Super Hollow-Point fully penetrated the 4.5 inch block while creating a 1 inch maximum wound cavity diameter. See, it's pretty nice there. You can actually see that little ring of lead dust it left as it exploded on expansion. Now, we didn't catch the pellet, but because I've shot these pellets into clay before, I have other pellets that have gone into clay. So what's interesting about the RWS pellet is that it starts off as that, right, unfired. At low to medium power or further ranges, this is the type of expansion you will get off of the RWS Super Point or Super Hollow-Point. So what it looks like expanded. But at close range, something interesting happens, which doesn't happen with a lot of other pellets. It fragments. So this is what you'll get if you actually fire an RWS Super Hollow-Point with a high power air gun, or you fire it at close range. The head will expand and then separate, and then you're going to have this base continue on. And if you've watched my review on the RWS Super Hollow-Point, we talked about that. So, pretty cool effect from the RWS Super Hollow-Point. Got to give it some serious respect. It did a really great job, and then it just continued on through. I think it might have fragmented on this block. I couldn't find this little piece of clay, but I didn't want to dig around in here to look for. A lot of times it'll shoot off into another direction. Okay, so next we have the Crow Magnum, or actually no, we're not doing that one next. We're doing the next shot was the polymer tipped 15 grain Gama Red Fire. So this is the pellet, and this is the wound cavity it created. Now this shot was placed slightly high, making it so that the clay thickness that it had to push against obviously was much thinner than the other ones, so it definitely affected the overall cavity spike. So this cavity is definitely a little bit bigger than it would have been if it was dead center. But just for laughs, if you look at this, this is a 1.5 inch wound cavity right here. And I will tell you, if you watch the review, the individual review on the Gamo Red Fire, which I just posted last week, you'll see that this pellet has very high shock creation ability. It's very effective at creating shock. Now, it didn't penetrate very deep. We have basically 3 inches in penetration from the Gamo Red Fire, and we did catch the pellet on this one. See right there, you can see the red tip right there. So there is the Gamo Red Fire. See, that's another one I fired at another test, and here's another one. So these expand pretty consistently when your gun is powerful enough. I'll tell you guys right now, if you have a medium to low power gun, these will not expand. It took me a lot of power tuning with my gun to really get it up in power to finally get these to properly expand and work as they're advertised to. But once they work, man, these things are deadly. 3 inches penetration. I would say if it had hit dead center from my past test, this probably would have been like a 1.25 inch wound cavity rather than a 1.5. But either way, very, very impressive. So, last but not least, the legendary 18 grain Crow Magnum Hollow-Point. And so this one was interesting because compared to the other ones, these entrance holes are just ridiculous. I mean, on both the RWS and the Gamo Red Fire, but the Crow Magnum actually kind of made a small entrance hole in comparison, and then just ballooned out like a beluga whale. I mean, if this is literally like the entire kill zone of like the vital area of a rabbit or a squirrel or a bird. I mean, whatever would be in that path would be dead. I mean, look at this: 1.25 inches wound cavity diameter, 3 inches of penetration. And again, the pellet was obviously caught. Now, what's interesting here, this is interesting because, so this is the pellet we just fired. So it expanded very nicely. Look, it's freaking pancaked. Pancaked, man. Okay, so listen. This is very interesting because this is the different types of expansion you will get from the Crow Magnum, okay? Depending on the power setting and range you are shooting at. Okay, this is the Unfired Crow Magnum. Oh, this one's damaged. But anyways, so this is an Unfired Crow Magnum. And this is what you could say would be at, like if you fired it and it hit something at longer range, or you have a lower power gun, this is the type of expansion you'll get. Crow Magnums, when I had lower power guns, was the ones I used because they would always expand even at lower energy levels because they have such a wide cup. Here's the one we just fired. So this was at about like close to 20 yards. So, you know, it wasn't point blank, but we still got massive expansion. I mean, it's just literally like a pancake. Then these both are basically point blank shots. And you can see that this one is still like fully mushroomed but intact, where this point blank Crow Magnum actually fully expanded and literally broke a hole into its center. So this is what you can expect from if you have a very high power gun and you're shooting Crow Magnums at close range, This is what's going to happen to the Crow Magnum pellet overall. And this is at like medium range. And that one would be like long range. This is the cavity again. You know, here's my finger for size comparison. So, 3 different hollow points, 3 different results. Very interesting. We had full penetration on the RWS, which is the lightest pellet of them all, guys. I think that's pretty interesting. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Follow my channel, subscribe to get updates and whatnot, and let me know what other pellets you'd like to see. I'll be doing more comparison videos like these, and also individual pellet review videos, and then also some new types of videos that are coming up as a surprise. You guys will see that as they come. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this pellet comparison video. It was really fun. Alright, enjoy you guys' shooting. Have fun. See you later. Bye.